in India too, the partner of Monsanto, Mahiko, every seed counts, Mahishasura Mahiko, has come. So Dr. B.R. Barwale is a chairman of Mahiko and is a Padma Bhushan awardee for changing the seeds and torturing our Mother India. And a World Food Prize awardee. Such evil people are raised by the government, by these agencies, by the evil force. They are raised up because they are doing the bad things. Anybody of you can become one of these, immediately you get Nobel Prize, this, that, everything. But if you remain or choose to be good, you will be troubled from all sides, except if you are not in Facebook, if you are not in Twitter, if you are not in all of these crazy things. So, Bill Gates. Meet Bill Gates. This man owns 5 lakh shares of Monsanto stock. In 2012, Mr. Gates stated that Monsanto, a company that has been caught running slave labor rings in Argentina, could save the world. So Monsanto is that same company which grows, just changes the seeds into, it's a monster. It's not Monsanto, it's a monster. So the hypocrisy of the government. The same guy is acting as Monsanto, the company, and the same guy becomes the government too. Company and the government. The same guy is the company, the same guy is the government. A person who's ruling the company and also a government will of course always favor his own his own company. So he'll be getting more and more things. So Monsanto, meet Michelle Taylor, the former VP for Public Policy of Monsanto. I poison the food supply. Now meet Michelle Taylor, Deputy Commissioner for Foods, Food and Drug Administration. I protect you from guys like Michelle Taylor. Here. That's what happens. Food and Drug Administration, Monsanto. Same guy is working as both. So many people can get them like that. And then, because of all of this profit scale and trying to do that, farmers are committing suicides in large numbers, like in the next slide. 4 lakh farmers commit suicides 1997, 2015, and it's still counting. 4 lakh farmers have committed suicide. So these are all this proof. In 2015, but now every day in the newspaper one farmer suicide is being reported. So if daily one farmer dies, what will happen to our country? The farmers are not dying because of petty issues. They are under huge loans by the government and are pressed by the companies like Monsanto, making them buy these tax dangerous seeds, and then their and then the full land gets destroyed. This is what happens, and then we all believe that they died because of some unknown reason. But that's not the truth. Now biofuels, like corn or vegetable oil can be used as a biofuel. Now that's great. Very great thing. Biofuels will finish life on the earth. Now, just for this fuel, if a person starts growing corn all over the world, we'll get a lot of fuel. But where will there be food for the world? Only corn? Can we corn the full day? No, not possible. You have to have other varieties of food, otherwise if the body is not getting one particular protein or anything essential, mineral, the body will go very, very bad. So that's why, how can we sustain without removing the full world and putting these corn crops everywhere? That's why it's a very dangerous thing. Biofuels is another agenda, but it's again evil. Now we are destroying Earth. That's the main thing. But nobody shows that. They show one news daily, endangered species have increased, this, that, and small news daily. So that it's not hard hitting to the people inside their hearts that we are destroying Earth. We have to do something about it. That's called awareness. But these government and companies pay some money to the newspapers, pay some money to everybody, and they'll all be quiet. They'll be releasing one small news every day. So that the people feel they are good people. But we don't want them to know the truth that we are destroying the world. Now we come to Nestle, one of the most dangerous companies in the world. Psychopaths rule the world. He actually said this. Nestle's 68-year-old former CEO and current chairman, 68-year-old. He actually said this. Access to water should not be a public right. waters, rivers, streams, brooks, everything belongs to humanity. No human can declare that it belongs to him or it belongs to us. It belongs to everybody. So, he wants to privatize the water supply because people have a sense of entitlement that causes them to waste copious amounts of water. That's another crazy story about it. But really, he has another agenda to push. He's one of the puppets. Go this way, go this way. You may have seen a puppet show. What the person says at the top, that's how the things move. That's how it is here too. So boycott Nestle. Do not take any Nestle product. And it's very evil, Nestle the company. Now we come to the other junk foods after Nestle, because Nestle is water and also it adds aborted human baby fetal tissues. Would you like having a baby inside Lay's or other things of the products? All of these things have a little amount of aborted human baby fetal tissues. And that makes a person feel that he has to have the same thing over and over again. And this one, all these junk foods cause cancer, diabetes, and due to sugar, and all of these sugar problems, BP, and also because of salty items, you have kidney failures, and also kidney problems, liver problems, thyroid issues, goiter, even though it's put with iodine, but but that iodine is again artificial iodine. So there's no use in that salt, which they put iodine salt. And that iodine salt or iodized salt is again added in all of these things. So that causes goiter. It doesn't cure goiter or it doesn't help to stop goiter because it's artificial. So happiness Coca-Cola. Now we came to Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is pushed by Deepika Padukone and Farhan Akhtar. In their ad, she says happiness Coca-Cola. But in the next slide, as you see, with an interview with Barkhadat, India top journalist, she says, I felt a pit in my stomach, I felt empty, I felt depressed, I felt this, I felt that. But there she said, happiness Coca-Cola. Here she's coming and talking about depression. Why didn't she bring a bottle of Coca-Cola and drink there and say, now I'm happy? Happiness Coca-Cola. Double standards. Making one actor act as two positions. They can do this also in a play of Lord Rama, in the Ramayana. They can make the same Ravana come in the form of Rama also. Just make a better makeup. That's all. They can do the same thing. The same way, this Deepika Padukone, in the first, she declares happiness. In the second, she comes talking about depression. This is the thing happening. And these top journalists, what will they do? Talk about some small little questions. Why didn't she ask her this question? That you could have just brought a bottle of Coca-Cola, as if they don't know that she acted for that ad. So these journalists are again paid a lot of money to do what the companies say. Like, do not talk anything about Nestle, do not talk anything about this company, do not speak about this, do not speak about that. So I am glad that I was not censored to speak about the government or anything, but this is what the journalists are censored to do. So, aborted fetal tissue used in foods. Pepsi and even Nestle, I think it's not given here, but Nestle is also one of them. And also Cadbury Adams product. Yeah, slide here. Fine. So, Tropicana and Mountain Dew, all of these companies have been sued and caught for doing this. So, aborted fetal tissue, you can check out for yourself if you don't believe this, because it's good to research yourself too before you believe what another person says. So killing you softly with all of these cosmetics, water-based and all of that, they contain so many high levels of mercury, lead and theobromine and so many other chemicals which cause dangerous problems to you. Killing you softly, killing you brutally. Psychotropic drugs to make a person feel calm. And bipolar disorder. Simply, if a child is baby is a little hyperactive, he has attention deficit hyperactive disorder going on with so many letters, so many names, short form with at least 100 letters. And the book of psychotropy is increasing by 300 diseases every single year. They are releasing one book, publishing. There are almost some 5-6 books of this, full of different kinds of psychotropic diseases. So make in India, very great. Only for industrialists, not for the common populace. Now you'll see the next slide why Make in India is so bad. Here, Make in India. For that you need a lot of money, and you need to spend a lot of money too. For that you need more industrialists, more people who will control the world. And for that you need more kinds of huge evil forces to control the world. So for that, for them to move around India, you will need a bullet train. So for the bullet train, you will need an astounding 90,000 crore project. And for that, your tax will be used for all of this. Corruption, this is what it is. Whether it's Make in India, whether it's any huge program which is being funded by the media, it is called corruption. Common man's blood, they are extracting work and sweat and labor of these people and using it as a national drink. It's just a cartoon, but it implies a bigger meaning. Again, George Carlin, the stand-up comedian, 1937 to 2008, he has again said, governments don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. That is against their interests. They want obedient workers, people who are just smart to run their machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept it. This is what they want a person to be. But because he was declaring too many things about the government, he was just killed. 2008 finished. Because 2008 was the beginning of the collapse, economic collapse in the world, complete economic collapse. So before that, he was just killed, so that he won't get a chance to express totally to the people that now the collapse was finished. So what do you think about it? So many people were killed at that time. So Josiah Charles Stagg, director of the Bank of England, is again a very great person, and he told